Hey, Roy.
How'd you become a bounty hunter?
It's a long story, but basically I didn't have much choice. I was living in Shadowlair at the time, had some problems, had to get out. I started working for a guy, a real bastard to be honest. But he respected me and vice versa. One day he got shot and they tried to make me take the fall. I didn't have a choice. I had to go find the guys. That's how I started.
I wanted to... What do you know about the guy who hired you?
Another guy with a ridiculous name. Generosity, I think. Yeah, right. He looks as generous as a good kick in the ass. And he comes across all lit up, too, like a war windmill. They said he's pretty high up in the source. Probably didn't make the decision on his own, like always with these inbreeds. You can bet the whole guild wants your head. And the bounty was high. Real sad.
What do you regret? The bounty? Or the fact that my head's still on my shoulders?
The bounty? Nice amount of cash, you know. They must have kept it somewhere for when I showed back up. If we could get our hands on it...
I don't see how you expect to stumble across it, unless you want to go straight to the source.
No thanks. I saw enough guys with batteries shoved up their ass for a lifetime, I think.
What do you think about the Resistance?
Well, I already told you, these guys scare me with their bullshit ideas. They're so out there, they're dangerous. And just like everyone who thinks they know the truth, they're extremists. Real bitter because they didn't have power from the moment they were born.
What do you think of Honor Grant?
Our national hero? Want my opinion? I can't say I really know him, but the idea that if he could have taken over at the top from his buddy, he'd have done it. That guy can pretend he's as straight as an arrow, the paragon of virtue and all that shit. But he's just like everyone else. He just wants power.
You ever go to Green Hope?
Yeah, ages ago. Still part of Abundance at the time. I was looking for a guy who was passing himself off as a farm worker. Changed a lot since then. I doubt what I know from back then is still good. Sorry, buddy.
What do you think the Technomancers have been searching around here?
You're more like them, Roy, and you know them better. But apart from the fact the place could be worth a fortune, it's also pretty far from Shadowlair.
I'm listening.
If you had something a bit questionable to do, you wouldn't do it in the main city square, right? Somewhere big, but isolated, where there's lots of comings and goings because of the reconstruction. That's a good spot. Way better than in the middle of Shadowlair where all eyes are on you. I figure they're getting something shady ready. Maybe a coup. And there's no way they're going to let someone stir up shit in their business without reacting.
There's something else I want to ask you. Later.
Want to see my...
Show me what you have to sell.
With
Show...
With... Want to see my...
Any interesting rumors?
Seems there was an attempt to sabotage the Technomancer's worksite. Had to be the Resistance. But they couldn't pull it off. Somebody stopped them. Still strange, considering nobody's allowed to go on the worksite. Seems the Technomancers wanted to snare the Resistance and failed. They're not too happy about it and are telling everyone they were set up. But from my point of view, it's just finding an excuse for screwing up.
Well, what? If you're...
All right, I'm with you. I'd like Devotion to come with us.
You haven't developed an attachment to my faithful shadow, have you? I don't blame you. She's very effective. All right, fine. Let's go.
We're finally leaving Greenhope, after shedding light on what the Technomancers were preparing. Excavations, of course, but especially inhuman experiments demanded by the Dowser. Experiments we put a stop to. It seems he has a very personal interest in the research, but we'll only learn the last word in the story when we face him. Here, I finally laid hands on the killer stalking Shadowlair, but that's next to nothing compared to what awaits us. My dear Devotion is with me, of course, as we march on the Source. Her help and support will be invaluable to me. Because I'm suspicious of Honor now that he's only one step from power. As a precaution, I'll be leaving this diary with Charity. You have to watch your back in the world of politics.
There! Kill him! Well, this is the Heartless Source. But you've already been here, haven't you?
When I was a kid, I was confined to the Technomancer's buildings and wasn't allowed on the Dowser's floors.
I see. Well, I have to warn you that it's pretty sure we're going to encounter lots of resistance in this building. The Dowser's guards aren't choir boys. But we have to confront Wisdom with his madness. That's the only way to describe what he's done now. And we have to save Aurora.
I'm not scared of the Source guards.
You know why I'm here. But as for you,
You promised me you'd save Innocence and protect him. You've kept your word. Now I'll do the same. I'm with you to the end.
They're both down? Damn, they suck. Come on, y'all can stop playing dead now. Got them laying on each other. God damn. Going on here? Sounds like some training to me. I always like fighting in trios, just two partners. Like in Fallout, Rainbow Six Vegas. No, got another pair on each other. Should have finished them all first. Not wise to search a live Technomancer. Right fucking here. Whew. Zap. Am I even gonna be able to wander around after finishing this? Like, will this stuff even be any use for me? Well, take it anyway. They're not gonna need it. Not gonna need it any less than I do.
So we're right next to meeting the Dowser in his madness.
It's all come down to this. Listen, I'd rather you stayed out here. I need to go in with the General alone.
Roy, I served the General for years. I spied for him. Sometimes I killed for him. I understand that you're not sure about me, but he's the one you should be careful of. Honor is a cold man. He never backs down if he thinks he can help his idea of the guild. And power. Be careful.
I know guys like him, Devotion, but thanks for the warning.
You let my brother go. I'll never forget that, Roy. I still owe you a life.
Honor. And a technomancer. You said you hated them. Not that it really matters. I suppose I was sure you'd end up finding out and coming here full of righteous anger.
You betrayed Aurora, its people, and its ideals. You betrayed us all, and you even betrayed yourself. The people were everything for you, but you let the Technomancers do the unspeakable. Why? To be cured? You're not just afflicted, Wisdom. You gave in to madness solely to save your life and your power.
Because you and your honor are beyond its call? The truth, my friend, is that you are like all the others. The only thing you see is the mutation, and it disgusts you. And yet, am I not a hero? Have you forgotten our battles and our victories? Did you know that when I returned from Green Hope, I discovered I had patches of diseased flesh? What was I to do? At the time, I thought only of the Guild. Without my ability to unite the Technomancers and the militia, Abundance would have won. And that made me afraid. Can you truly blame me for this?
You risked letting Aurora fall to pieces to save yourself. You ruined everything for that. What would happen if news of your condition got out? If everyone found out you're a mutant? Yes, you disgust me. But not for the reasons you think. You're going to die, Wisdom. But no one will know of your secret. For Aurora. Goodbye.
Shit.
Roy. I'm sorry. I didn't think he would dare admit to why he did what he did. I don't have a choice now, if I want to keep this a secret.
Before you go and do something stupid, I suggest you think twice. I've been keeping a diary, a habit I picked up from a young man who sees more clearly than people think. I gave the diary to people who won't hesitate for a second to make it public if anything happens to me or my friends. But it'd be a shame if some of your secrets came to light. That won't happen if you let us go. I guess the whole idea behind all of this was always to gain power. You just needed a good excuse. But believe me, I'm not remotely interested in your political dealings. You killed your friend. Now let me go meet up with mine. That's all I'm asking for.
Go, Roy. Go quickly. Go far and never come back. I'll respect our agreement. Good.
Interesting. Where's innocence?
And there you have it. In the name of my guild, I've committed sabotage, spied, even killed. For the sake of a man obsessed with his vision of glory, of honor, and power. We managed to stop the Technomancers. They're now gathered in the Source, watched closely, made into a living weapon. I imagine our beloved General would have liked to shove me in there too, but through our agreement I have remained free, and I intend to stay that way. He would have liked to lock Mary up in there too, but she asked me to help, and I arranged for her to stay free. She may be a bit crazy, but she definitely didn't deserve to end up as a suicide bomber. Tenacity saw the threats as well. The General seemed to be suspicious of everyone who was too close to me. He's preparing to leave Shadowlair and go back to his life of wandering. I have to say that the General has started a cleansing campaign, and all the criminals and people a bit suspect are systematically arrested. He'll rebuild Aurora according to his vision. Oddly enough, I have the impression that our guild is going to start to resemble Abundance, more aggressive, a police state. That should make Devotion happy, stubborn and apparently faithful as she is. She continues to serve the General through clenched teeth, poor girl. He'll definitely need her. One thing's for sure, Abundance is nowhere near ready to give up, and the Resistance, even though they're being hunted, is still growling in the city slums. Aurora should be able to face anything with a man like that leading it. As for me, because I have to leave the capital, I've decided to join Innocence. He'll probably be angry with me at first for betraying his ideals, but I'll give him his diary, and maybe if he reads it, he'll understand why I did what I did. And so ends my part to the Warlog of Innocent Smith. I'll leave it up to him to decide if he's written the final chapter.
Well, there you have it. Technomancer out. So is Mars Warlogs. Right, just